Hey, g'day guys. It's the Aussie Share Trader. Well, I'm the Aussie Chef today. Today what I'm going to do is something completely different, not about trading at all, though I will talk about the market later. I'm going to show you how to make my, my chili garlic mango chutney. Now I promised a couple of viewers that I would make this. There's nothing hard about it, so anyone will be able to do it. But I spoke about this, I can't remember when, about a month ago I made a video about how I had suffered from some anxiety for about a month there. And I spoke about ways that I improved myself and my mental health, and one of the main things, I think it was one of the main things, was to improve my diet and really get my gut healthy. So it meant eating a lot of fermented foods and just making sure that what's going on in your gut is good, because I'm a believer now that your gut and your brain are pretty closely linked. So if you want to improve your mental health, improving your gut health may be one step towards doing that. So anyway, so a lot of my foods now I ferment, and that's what I'm going to do with this today. I'm going to just basically chop it all up, put it into a jar of clean water with a bit of Himalayan rock salt, and let it ferment for maybe a week to 10 days. And if you're into chili, you'll love this. It is so good. I put it on pretty much everything these days. There's pretty much not anything that doesn't taste better with chili garlic mango chutney. So anyway, as you can see here, I have 3 different types of chilies. I don't even know what these are called. I think they're just chilies. I don't know. Anyway, the big ones, they're not very spicy, so that's probably the bulk of what I use. I've got these smaller ones, which are the bird's eye. They're a little bit more spicy. And the third one, these are the habaneros, which look like a small capsicum. Now these are pretty damn spicy, so if you don't want to use these, if you're not into chili yet, maybe just avoid these for the first few. Just let your taste buds warm up a little bit and get used to the chili. But they are pretty spicy, and they are really good. Besides that, I'll put a couple of cloves of garlic, and of course a mango, and 2 teaspoons of Himalayan pink rock salt. And as I said, I've got a couple of glasses of spring water there in a clean jar. That's this old Makona jar, and yeah, that's what we use to ferment. So let's get chopping. So voila, all the ingredients chopped up there. So now it's pretty damn easy. All we do is we take the water, we put everything in there. So the mango goes in, the chilies and garlic go in, oh, didn't put that in. Okay, so that's it. Now all we do is we put 2 teaspoons of this Himalayan pink rock salt. And we'll give it a bit of a shake. Oh, I missed that bit of garlic. So that's pretty much it. That is ready to ferment. Now it normally takes about 3 days to start bubbling. Maybe just give it a shake, just like I did just then. Give it a shake every day, just to make sure that no mold or anything sort of starts to form on top. So you shake it every day and let it sit for around 7 to 10 days. So we'll do that. We'll follow it every day just so we can see how it changes over that time. And we'll come back in about a week and we'll blend it up and start eating it. It doesn't need to go in the fridge, just stick it on the bench there. After a while it'll start to let off a bit of a chili sort of smell, but it's not unpleasant, so it sort of fills the air. It's quite nice. We'll be back. Okay, so through the magic of television, we're back, and that didn't take long at all. It's actually been nearly 2 weeks since I've done that original vid. I did it on a Monday, and now it's Sunday, so 13 days I've had this brewing there, a bit longer than I normally would, but I've sort of been a bit busy. But it doesn't really matter, it's not going to go off, I don't think. If you give it a shake every day, as I think I said a couple of weeks ago, it'll be okay. And it's still fermenting, it's still bubbling, so maybe it's even better now that I've left it for nearly 2 weeks. So that's it. Basically, that's how it's going to look after that amount of time. It looks a bit murky, a bit grubby, but now what we've got to do is get all that juice off there, which I use this strainer. I don't know what it is. I think it's a spaghetti strainer, I think, but this works good. So let's just pour that into here, into the sink, and then we'll be left with the product that we can then blend up. Oh, that's good. That's good. So that's it. I'll just give it a shake. We want to get most of the juice out. It's fairly salty, obviously. So we want to get that out. We don't want it to be too high in sodium. One of the unusual things, if you look at, if I can find a bit of garlic, the garlic actually turns like a bluey green colour. I don't know if you can see that. That's normal. Don't worry, it's not going off. Just when you're fermenting it, the garlic just does that. So yeah, don't be alarmed. Okay, so we got that. Now what I'm going to do, I'll put that there. I'm going to get my blender little bowl there. I'll get a spoon. Just whack that into there. Oh, that looks good. Try and get all the seeds as well, because the seeds have the, what's that stuff called? I forget what it's called. The chili flavour. So the more seeds you can get in there, the hotter it will be. That's basically it. So now we'll stick the lid on this and we'll go, oh, wrong lid. We'll go whack it in the blender and turn it into a paste. Come with me. So here's my blender. Let's whack it on. It's starting to rain. Can you believe it? In Perth at the moment, weather is crazy. It's nearly the end of November, so summer's nearly here. It's still raining. Ridiculous. Anyway, bang. Oh, turn it on at the power. It's one of these special ones that needs electricity. Once you've done that, whammo. About 10 seconds is all you need. This is the Ninja 1000 watt Auto IQ. Now you don't specifically have to have this type of blender, but you know, whatever you've got, I'm sure will be fine. This is just the one that we've got. And voila! Oh, yeah, careful when you're opening it. It can spray everywhere. Voila, this is the finished chutney. Now, if I get a spoon and I'll show it to the camera, I'll be back. If you can see that, hopefully it doesn't go blurry, but that is the chutney there. it is good, good stuff. Ready to go. Now, I'll put that on everything, pretty much everything. Doesn't go good on watermelon, but pretty much everything else. Okay, so now I've got another Moccona jar here. This is just a little one, and that's the one I store it in. Just spoon it into there, easy as you like. Oh, this is so good. So, so good. And voila, there you have it. Mango, garlic, chili, chutney, Aussie share trader style. Enjoy. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed that and have a crack. It's a bit of fun working in the kitchen. As I said, I think I said, I'm not really a cook, but that's just something anyone can do because there's no cooking involved, just a bit of fermenting. And fermenting stuff is good for you. Okay, now I said at the start of the video, which I did 2 weeks ago, that I would talk about the market at the end. I did a video a couple of days ago and I spoke about the ASX. It's still in a bit of the doldrums at the moment. I don't really need to say much more. Nothing much has happened since I did that vid. I did want to mention, if you watched the vid I did the other day called The Secret of My Success, I did a little throwaway comment at the end. I spoke about the cryptocurrencies and I think I said something like, if you're in them, you're crazy. And, you know, I had a guy contact me, you know, offended, not that I care, but we actually had quite a good conversation about cryptos, and we were talking like what my objection is to cryptos and why I'm not involved in cryptocurrencies. And he put his opinion forward. And he was a nice enough guy, got on quite well. And what I shouldn't have said, I guess, that you're crazy, because I mean, I know some really intelligent people. One of my best mates is right into cryptocurrency, a firm believer in it, and he's not crazy at all. He's a fantastic guy, I love him. Some of you might follow Bo on Cryptocurrency Australia. Awesome guy. I don't know him that well, but from what I have, you know, our interaction just over email, you're not going to meet a nicer guy, a more genuine guy than Bo. Certainly not crazy. So, you know, I understand that people have different views about you know, things in life, and that's cool. And just because I don't agree with them, it doesn't mean they're crazy. The guy who I spoke to regarding it, his name was Jay. He contacted me, and he did ask me a question about Bitcoin, and he said, well, about crypto. He said, is there any time in the future that you may look at buying crypto? And there is. I'm not completely adverse to it, but there's a certain circumstance where I thought, you know, I will probably look at buying some Bitcoin. None of the other ones interest me at all. So I might make a video, but this whole story I'm telling you is because I'll make a video if you're interested in at which point a very specific thing needs to happen before I would buy Bitcoin. So that'll be my next video. If you're interested, if you think that's a stupid subject and not worthy of discussion, just let me know and I'll abandon that idea. But, you know, I think it's sort of interesting. It's not the ASX, obviously, but it is an interesting market. I find it interesting anyway, and just I follow it quite closely. It's down another 20-odd% even since I did that vid, what, 2 or 3 days ago. It was around 150 million, the market cap. Now it's below 120. So still in deep decline, cryptocurrencies. So it's still an interesting market to watch. So yeah, so let me know in the comments if you think that me discussing Bitcoin is something that would be worthy of your time. If not, you know, I should get back to discussing the ASX more, and you know, that's something I've got to work on as well. Anyway, enough of that. I think I'm done with this vid, the mango chili chutney. Give it a go, guys, and see what you think. Get more fermented stuff into your gut. Eat healthier, because if your gut's healthy, your mind is healthy. That's what I truly believe. So yeah, don't get lazy. We all do it. I did it for sure, and I've turned my diet around a lot in the last 4 or 5 months, and I'm so much better for it. So much better. Always working on it though, because it's very easy to slip off the rails again. No worries guys, thanks for watching. I'll talk to you soon.